We should have just saved our money. We're Kalyn and Joseph, full-time RVers who drove our fifth wheel up to Alaska this summer.
We made it!
We wanted to explore everything the last frontier had to offer, like walking on glaciers. This one's a steep one. Taking a wildlife cruise.
All right, they said there is something interesting up here.
And our biggest bucket list item of them all, seeing Alaska brown bears in the wild. This week, we get our wish, but not in the way that we had hoped.
Excursions in Alaska is like going to Vegas.
Before we get to that point though, we need to give you guys an update about that boondocking spot in the last episode.
If all things go according to plan, we'll be here for like a week and a half.
Surprise! We moved spots. So here's the story. You know how hard it is to find boondocking spots in Alaska? Well, after the whole fiasco, we thought we had found one outside Homer, and then the next morning, we saw a no camping sign that was on the ground, flipped over.
So after debating whether or not, somebody important flipped over that sign and was saying,
hey, everybody can camp here.
Or somebody else was just being like,
let's turn this over and ignore the fact that we're not supposed to camp here.
we decided to tear down, come down here and do that thing we hate doing, which is paying for dry camping. It's $30 a night here, no hookups. There is a free dump station in town, so that's helpful. But honestly, the view on sunny days is worth it.
You gonna play?
And since he forgot to tell you exactly where we ended up, we actually went down into Homer and we're staying at the tip of the, not the tip of the Homer Spit,
The beginning
of the Homer Spit. And it's called Spit because I looked this up, it's like beach matter that comes, like extends out like a peninsula. So this supposed to be all beach that they just built.
They built around it.
Everything
Yep.
on, yeah. But yeah, it's Trinity's had a lot of fun running out here. So I think overall it is nice to just have a better view, to be closer in town to like grocery stores and laundry. So I'm pretty happy with the move, even though we have to pay for it.
But don't be fooled, it still's gonna be about $300 out of our buffer, which is quickly dwindling because we keep spending money on campgrounds.
But it's just this stinking boondocking. Like, you think that going to Alaska, everything's remote, you're gonna find boondocking, but it's not true. They're like gravel parking lots, they're on the side of the road, there's no camping signs, you end up on a beach stuck like last time. So I don't know, Alaska's gorgeous. I know I'm saying that in the rain, but Alaska's so pretty, I'm so glad we're here, but finding a spot to stay for the night for free has been more difficult than we thought. All right, I have to grab my purse because we are going to a very popular bakery this morning. Hi, Trin. Now you can't come with us. You need to stay inside. We already dried you off from your walk this morning. No, you may not go. You may not go. No, no, no. I know you love running on the beach. All right, this. Be a good girl.
Watch your nose.
Be a good girl. Bye.
Be grateful,
Why?
because I didn't park you in the same lake
Oh.
that I parked myself in.
No, it's crazy. What time is it, by the way?
9:40 something. We're doing
Okay,
pretty
we're
good.
doing good. The bakery opens at 10 and people said that it is really popular because it's so good. It's only open a few days a week. They bake a specific sort of bread every single day. I think Saturday you don't know what kind of bread they're baking. It's baker's choice. But there's muffins and baked goods, so we're gonna go check it out.
And what's the best part for you?
Oh, they have some dairy-free stuff. So I'm very excited.
We are inside and my stomach wasn't hungry when we came in and now it's like growling because it smells so good in here. I'm debating between the cinnamon roll and the sticky bun, which we were trying to figure out the difference, but I think a sticky bun doesn't have all the cinnamon in it. It's more like a Danish or something, but how about you? Do you know what you're getting?
Yes, I'm gonna get the vegan muffin. I think it's blueberry today. I'm looking forward to it.
Blueberry's good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do the vegan muffin, please.
I made a snap decision and went with the rhubarb sweet Danish.
That looks good though. All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you. If it was nicer out, we could sit at this picnic table, but I think we're gonna have to eat in the truck.
I also picked up one of these. They had them sitting right there. What did you call it, Kalyn?
I said it was milepost light.
I think she's probably accurate though.
You ready for this?
Yes.
Yours smells really good.
It looks really good too. the snap decision was made purely based on looks. Like
Mine has a lot, like sugary stuff on top too. That looks amazing. Look at how pretty. Take one of the top pieces.
very buttery.
It's pretty good. It's okay.
That's where I'm at.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Like it's delicious. It's good. I don't know.
I'm like, obviously we don't want to fake things on here.
No, but I don't like. It's not warm. First of all.
Right.
I kind of like. I'm not trying to be a fruit critic. I'm not trying to. But like the cinnamon roll on the Alcan was amazing.
Was your best cinnamon roll you've ever had?
Yes, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And so when something is like hyped up like this, I'm like expecting a major.
Right.
It's okay. It's good.
Yeah,
it's delicious.
It's okay.
It's delicious. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it. So maybe I didn't get a bit of blueberry.
Yeah,
Let's
try
a
again.
blueberry. It's still the same.
Mine is very buttery. The rhubarb filling, and I believe that the cheese in there is really good. But to quote Jim Carrey, I've had better.
You're so mean. So if you come to Homer,
Kalyn's being charitable when it comes to
if you
hers.
come to Homer, I don't know, go to Two Sisters, maybe try something different. Maybe
Yeah.
it's what we got.
Yeah, by all means, we are not amazing food critics, but it's
So,
just our thoughts.
Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, we keep it real, and you know that when we try things,
You get the
we
real
are
opinion.
not faking, whether we like it or not.
But I am looking forward to, once we finish this here in a minute, we're gonna go to a farmer's market.
Oh yeah, I'm
And
excited about that.
the rain seems to be letting up a little bit. We hope it lets up the rest of the way.
maybe
That'd be
we'll
nice.
find some goodies
But
there.
hopefully we'll find some like local stuff that we can enjoy. Still raining.
Now we get to taste test a little bit later and pit bakery against bakery.
Based on how they look, I think I know which one's gonna win. You're feeling guilty now that you didn't buy vegetables at the farmer's market and that you just
Now I have to buy vegetables.
You just have that.
I just have carbs.
Okay, I found something I want to get.
Okay, what do you want to get?
Rhubarb jam.
Okay.
It looked really good.
It's not vegetables, but we got a vegetable.
We got vegetables. And we have to cut the sweet
We
with
have
something.
one broccoli.
All right, we should get out of here before we run out of money because we're spending our
No, we're
cash like
spending a
crazy.
lot.
But I'm excited for this rhubarb jam, and I know you're excited for those cinnamon rolls. Are you really happy that you didn't eat the whole muffin now?
I
So
am
that-
very happy that I left some room.
I don't know what my excuse is going to be because I did eat the whole croissant, but I do want one of those cinnamon rolls. I think I'm just going to have to go for a run, like a 10-mile run later today.
All right, I think we should try a piece of this focaccia breadstick first. That's yummy. That'll be really yummy warmed up.
Very happy. Oh, we've got some cutlery.
Knives
Nice.
and a fork.
There you go. You go
right.
first.
Okay. Ready? It's really good. It's just not flavors I was expecting.
Oh, interesting.
I think it's because of the turmeric.
What's turmeric? Is that
It's
a
a
spice?
spice. Right?
I really like that
It's
actually.
yummy.
Like as soon as that hit, it doesn't beat the cinnamon roll on the Alcan, but it beats
But
beats the pants
it-
off of Two Sisters.
So this was Sweet and Savory Bakery, which I don't know if they have an actual bakery or if they just show up at the farmer's market, which is every Saturday.
Right.
All right, let's
All right.
go home
Let's go home.
and do something with this broccoli,
Broccoli.
that's healthy.
Yeah, should we sample that and see how that is? All right, we'll save a spot for Craig and Victoria. These people checked out. Check-in is not till 2, so technically nobody is supposed to be pulling in here between now and then, so.
And they should be here in an hour or so. So I was excited, the gang will be back together.
Hi, Trin. How are you, girl? Thank you for leaving all our shoes in the right place.
You miss us?
You want a cinnamon roll? Yeah, you want a cinnamon roll.
All right, I'm done with mine.
We're really gonna mess people up today
Why?
because we're not having PB&J.
I know. Okay, you want to do the chicken first?
Yeah,
Oh
chicken.
no.
Chicken's got to cook for a bit.
No,
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 Trin.
Wanna play? That smells yummy.
Ah, that burnt some broccoli.
So we're matching
We
today.
totally planned
No,
it.
we didn't. You need to go change. Is this
This is
ready?
done.
It's looking good.
Are we putting this on plates or in a bowl? What are we doing?
Well, let's put it in bowls. Yeah, we'll do bowls. That looks and smells really good. I know it's just like a simple meal, but we tried a new spice on it.
Montreal chicken seasoning.
Chicken seasoning, yeah. This looks good. All right, dishes are done, and I got a text that Craig and Victoria will be here in about 10 minutes. So you should probably move your truck here.
I should stop replying to
Stop
comments.
responding to comments and move your truck.
So you get lakefront property and lakefront property.
All right, they are all settled in. I am hopeful that tomorrow we have a bit nicer weather. I think it is predicted that we're gonna be a little bit sunnier because we wanna go to Bishop Beach, do some tide pooling. So we're gonna finish out this rainy day by writing more postcards.
Postcards! It's
How
like the
many more
perfect
do we
thing
have to go?
So we have 171 people on the list. We've written about 50 so far, and we have to do everybody twice. So that's 340 cards.
So we gotta get cracking.
We gotta get cracking.
Do I look cute?
Oh, you look adorable. Oh, hang on, we gotta get the boots.
Yes, the boots. I am all set for an afternoon of tide pooling.
And I've got this cool sweater, and I'm wearing my jeans. Nobody cares.
It doesn't work. Okay, people told us that Bishop Beach, which is just down the road, I think it's still technically part of Homer, is a great tide pooling spot to find hopefully maybe starfish, a little bit of jellyfish, some anemones. Last time we did tide pooling was in Rialto Beach in Olympic National Park.
First time we ever did tide pooling
gorgeous.
as well.
It was so much fun. So I'm hopeful that Bishop Beach lives up to its hype because the bakery did not.
One thing that is different about this area than other areas with tide pools and stuff is the tide is so massive.
It is,
like
yeah.
it drops several feet. I know in some areas in Alaska it drops 31 feet. I don't know that it drops that far here, but it's crazy huge.
So hopefully it reveals something very exciting.
Since we've been here, it has rained nearly nonstop. I've had to run the generator twice to top off our batteries. We're getting 30 amps in because it's sunny today. We're actually gonna get up to 100% off the sun today. I'm
We
super
should
excited.
also show people what you've been working on outside because of the rain.
All right, so like I said, it's been raining for what, 3 days straight, I think. And when we got here, we did not park in a lake. But follow me. As of yesterday, we had not just lakefront property here, but the water, I kid you not, was right here on these bricks. And the whole, like this whole area was surrounded in water. We dug this out a little bit and it started flowing. This morning we increased our trench to kind of keep draining it because guess what's in the forecast for the next 2 days? More rain. So we are trying our best to give ourselves a dry space. Now I know some people are gonna be like, you're causing erosion, but here's my thought process. I shouldn't have to pay $30 a night to dry camp on a lake. And by on a lake, I mean on a lake.
It is so nice to have the sun on my face. Oh, I'm soaking it in today because it's not looking good the rest of this week. This is video inception.
It is weird going to an excursion in the back seat, I'm just gonna say. Like, I'm not used to the not driving somewhere part.
Well, that's what they did when we went and did the Harding Icefield hike. All right, we found some scragglers. Wait, scragglers? Stragglers?
Stragglers,
I
same
always
thing.
say the wrong word. If you haven't watched that video, click the link below and watch that because that was a good hike.
Must be nice
To do what?
to not be driving.
It's a bit windier out here, but they said that to the west by Coal Point is where the best tide pools are. So we're gonna head in that direction. It's a little bit of a walk, windy walk. I found a sea anemone. It's not as colorful as the ones on the west coast, but let's touch it. It like tries to grip your finger.
Here's a colorful one. He's small,
color is it?
but he's at least pink.
Oh, he's tiny and cute.
All right, so far we're just seeing anemones.
With fronds like these, who needs anemones?
And It's kind of a race to see who the first person is to find a starfish. My money's on Craig.
Oh! Oh!
Is that a fish or a leech?
What is that?
Whoa, another
Oh,
fish.
another guppy.
Right there.
It's a big one.
There's a big one there, there's a little one there.
It's pretty deep right here, though.
Seems like a really good spot for a starfish.
Well, we didn't find any starfish, but we found a lot of other cool things. So I feel like it was a success. Have fun. All right, it's just us girls, and we are gonna go find a secret swing that is apparently here on the Homer Spit.
And shopping.
Yes, and shopping, because of course the boys didn't want to do that. I think they're supposed to be under here somewhere. I see, yep, I see it. It's all the way over there.
We found the secret swing.
Yay! Ended up buying some garlic sea salt, and it has been twice filtered, so it doesn't have whale poop in it. Shop number 2 down, they've got the cutest little bags, got a sticker, some lip balm, so lots of fun stuff.
I'm looking and perusing. Oh, you found a starfish.
We got home sliced pizza. There wasn't any indoor seating in home sliced pizza, and it's a little chilly, so we're just gonna go next door to the Harbor Grill.
The one thing with places like this that always concerns me is I'm always worried about getting French fries because I'm always worried they're gonna taste like fish.
So how is it? How's the fry?
That's pretty good. It's good?
Good?
Yeah, no fish. Not fishy.
All right, I have something to tell you this morning. We are down to our last chocolate chip bag. If you followed our stockpiling video or watched that, you know that we picked up 17 bags of chocolate chips and we are down to 1 bag. And I calculated, but we've been having them in trail mix, on apple nachos, we've been making chocolate chip cookies. So I think we're gonna have to buy some more when we go to Anchorage, which is not today. That's not what we're doing today. We've got some hints. This backpack is full of food. This one we are borrowing Craig and Victoria's telephoto lens. Trinity's not coming. Any guesses as to what we're doing?
Sorry.
You're still on your phone.
I'm on my phone. We are going to Lake Clark, and we're going to see bears. It's a big excursion. We spent a lot of money on this one. We're crossing another national park off the list. I'm excited.
Sorry, I can't get this on. My word. Our back seat is a little full.
Quite full. And it was like Christmas yesterday. We've been waiting for these packages for over a month now. It's been
hard to get stuff
It's been a
shipped.
Herculean effort to get them to us. So if you want to find out what's in these boxes and what we're doing with all this mystery
It's a
stuff,
project.
you're gonna have to subscribe.
Yep, it'll be in a future video.
Probably.
So make sure you subscribe so you see it.
Probably the next one, maybe 2 videos
Maybe?
from now.
I don't
Not
know.
sure.
We gotta look at our content calendar.
Hit the bell, you'll be notified.
We've got a little bit of a drive from Homer up to Ninilchek. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know anymore how I pronounce things. I'm just gonna assume that I always do it wrong. But we're taking a boat charter to go over to Lake Clark. You could also do a plane, I think, out of Homer over to Lake Clark, but that's definitely way more expensive than the boat tour. However, I am a little concerned that after the last boat tour that we had, that we're going to get seasick again. Most tourists, when they come to Alaska, when they want to see bears, they go over to Katmai at Brooks Falls. And spoiler alert, we're also going to do that in a future video, but we wanted to do this one not only to check off another national park, we also wanted to compare the two. We're going to take one for the team and just going to have to see bears twice to let you know exactly which tour is going to be worth it. There is a bit of a price difference, significant price difference, so we'll factor that in as well.
We're here.
Let's go get checked in. Right, they provide us with hip waders, so obviously we're getting in the water. This isn't just a boat viewing trip. Woohoo!
These are tall. All
Well,
right.
I don't know how tall the water is.
Hopefully not taller than this.
Oh. There's
okay?
water in there.
Oh no.
Oh. Yeah, that one's fine.
Okay.
I think there's only gonna be 6 of us, which means it's gonna be a tiny boat, I think. So we'll see what happens.
So from what I understand, the Lake Clark experience, the bears are gonna be clamming, which means we're gonna be getting out of the boat, setting up our camera gear, getting video and photos of them. Don't know how close we'll get to the bears. Obviously, we don't wanna pet them. We like staying alive. But yeah, that's the type of experience here. There's the ride.
It is tiny.
We're gonna see. I'm a little concerned on the bumpy nature of this one because of how big it isn't. So 1.5 to 2 hours out, 1.5 to 2 hours there watching the bears, and then 1.5 to 2 hours back.
This is an interesting one, but we didn't actually meet at the dock. I think we could have totally met at Anchor Point because it's actually back down.
Yeah, we're going 20.
We're going back to
Wasn't
Homer.
it 30 miles to here?
Yeah, and
So
so we're
we're
going
gonna be-
back 20 miles.
But there is a huge benefit to this, and that is at the end of this whole thing,
Yeah,
we're
we
going
don't
to be
have
really
that far
close
to
to
go.
Homer.
So yeah, they had us meet here at their like office area, and then we're gonna actually go to Anchor Point to launch this very tiny boat.
I was going to say, on a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous are you about the size of the boat?
I don't have a lot of confidence.
I have confidence in the boat. I don't have confidence that I'm not going to get seasick.
All right, so we're just following the boat.
Follow the leader, the leader.
This isn't. I've never like had an experience like this.
No, they're very different.
All right, we made it to Anchor Point. This is where we're launching, I'm assuming.
Right.
But we're both, like our stomachs are anticipating not doing well,
We're
so
both-
this is not good.
What did you word it? Pre-sick? Am I
Pretty
getting...
sick. We'll see what happens. I'm supposed to squeeze my little cheeks in there.
Good luck.
It's a little rough. I'm doing okay so far, but I do smell the bathroom a little bit.
I don't know what it is, but I feel like the small boat is actually better. I'm like less,
bigger one?
yeah, for like motion sickness. I'm feeling every bump, but it's like, I don't know, I'm just not having any issues whatsoever so far.
All right, it is wader time. So we're gonna get on our boots and then hop in this water. Although right now it's like 8 feet, so I don't wanna hop in this water. We almost fell over. So I'm assuming we're gonna get a little bit closer before we actually get in the water. Don't see any bears yet. Well, we found a solution for my wet wader. We found a garbage bag
Had
in the
one
truck.
in the back of the truck. Careful. You're styling.
I look nice.
There you go.
Oh, but face the boat. Got it. Got it. Took me a second because I was like, that's definitely the right. Oh, that's the ground right there. Cool.
Feels weird.
As far as seasickness update, I got a little queasy, but honestly, I just went to the back of the boat. It wasn't raining, it wasn't too cold. My hair's a little messed up from the wind, so you're gonna have to deal with this for the rest of the day. But yeah, honestly, pretty choppy, but managed to make it through, no trouble.
Do you realize that we're on Park 47?
47.
We made it to Lake Clark National Park. And I didn't think we were gonna do this one this summer. Like it wasn't on our list, but then we're like, we're so
We're
close.
right here, exactly.
Let's find something to do so that we can check this one off. No bears yet, but we're looking.
We visited 3 bear viewing areas while at Lake Clark. At the first stop, we saw 1 bear, but it was super far away, and then Joseph forgot the tripod back in the boat, so the footage is a bit shaky. Thankfully, our charter was able to grab it for us in time for the second viewpoint, but we saw the same bear just from a different perspective.
This little teddy bear head.
At the third and final viewpoint, we saw about 8 to 10 brown bears munching away across the marsh as the steady rain grew increasingly harder.
I've got like 4 or 5 bears all in one shot, yeah.
The bears were also still pretty far away, which left us disappointed that we had spent $1,100 on this excursion, only to walk away without a great experience to show for it.
Can you fit your backpack back there?
So,
Well, now people know it's from each trailer.
oh, we're giving more away.
Well, we have thoughts.
Hang on.
Oh, sorry, you're chewing. Sorry.
Okay, excursions in Alaska is like going to Vegas. You put money down, and what you get in return, you do not know until you experience it, and what somebody else might experience the next day will be something entirely different. Like, we could have had a sunny day and seen bears like 20 feet from us or something like that, and it would have been very cool. Instead, we laid down the money that we did, and we both came away kind of disappointed.
Yeah, it like rained basically the whole time, so it's cold and wet, and you have no idea whether you're gonna get good weather or not. I just don't feel like walking away. I got the $1,100 worth of value.
And I would agree.
Yeah, and I think also when it comes to Lake Clark in a national park, like, yeah, we checked it off our list, but we didn't really get to explore it or experience it. So that's kind of, I'm walking away a little disappointed. I don't want you to think like we're complaining or
Nope.
upset or anything.
We're in Alaska.
We're in Alaska. We're so excited that we're having these experiences and that we got to see the bears.
But we're also being
But-
honest about
Yeah.
our thoughts about the excursion. The weather and the fact that the bears are further away than they sometimes are just kind of left us
And we'll
sad.
see how this compares to Brooks Falls, because that's coming up in a few episodes. And make sure you subscribe if you want to see
Yep.
that, because I know we're going to have thoughts about that, and we'll see kind of how they compare.
Meanwhile, I am hungry, so we need to get back to Homer
Okay.
so that I can eat some supper.
All right, we were going to do this while we were driving, and then we just didn't.
Yeah, we just stayed
We
parked.
just stayed parked because it's so warm in here. It's so nice and warm. So we didn't get very far because as we were leaving, we saw so many birds and eagles feeding on something. So he's gonna get out the telephoto lens. We're gonna see what this is. So apparently it was just like a bunch of fish carcasses, but we've been driving for a little bit, and then we spotted a moose and her 2 babies. We're seeing so much wildlife today. I almost feel like this is worth more than the charter was. All right, I have an Alaska Fund update for you. So I have some numbers of how much we have spent since we last gave you an update. And if you're new, this is from the $15,000 that we saved for this trip. We are taking out activities, fuel, and then we have a category called buffer, which we're ending up just using for campgrounds. So we have finally dipped under the $10,000 mark, which is a little crazy, but here we go. So we've spent, since the last update, $1,809.59 in activities. Now that included today's excursion, plus the major marine tour out of Seward that we did. We also have spent $206.34 in fuel. And then we also have $300 in the campground that we have here on the Homer Spit. So we're down to $9,505.37. How does it feel to be that low?
I actually look at it still as the fact that we crossed over in June. We are
Mid-June,
mid-June, and actually we started using it in mid-May when we crossed into Canada.
Right.
And we're already into mid-July, and we have only spent a third of it. So I'm feeling pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I just know what's coming up,
Yes.
and
But
they
there's-
are some pricier excursions.
There are some pricier excursions, but I mean, this is what we saved the Alaska Fund for.
Right.
It's no fun to watch it go down, but at the same time, it's
It's
been,
nice to have
Yeah.
that money there to be able to use to just have a good experience here in Alaska.
Well, after that excursion, it is back to real life. I've got to fill the water jugs. Well, I've got the water jugs filled. I've got to fill the, anyway, I got to put water in the RV. And then tomorrow is going to be all day editing and doing that sort of work. So the fun stuff begins in the next video. So be sure you subscribe, and you'll see where we end up next.